this is not a problem. Sam Shady's not gonna tell everybody about our time travel secret. He promised.
Oh, right, Kaz. We can definitely trust a kid with a screen name Shady.
Dude, he doesn't have to tell everybody. All he's gotta do is drop it to one other player. And then that player tells another. And another. And before you know it, Chaotix buzzing like a Mount Pillar Hive alert!
Pretty soon everybody will be coming through Dranica's threshold and getting ancient Param scans.
Guys, there's nothing to worry about. Sam's just like us. If he blabs about past Param, his scans won't be so special anymore either. Believe me, our secret's totally safe.
This Ruckus scan rules! Check out his courage stats!
My Kiru scan's amazing too. I can't believe Kiru City was named after one of Kaor's ancestors.
Oh, hey, Kaz.
Hey.
So, where should we port to next?
Alnipidem. We could check out this call guy everybody's talking about.
Okay, so maybe a few players figured things out like Sam did. That was bound to happen sooner or later. We still have plenty of time to snag tons of scans here before the rest of the players get...
Watch out, you easily have your tail.
Say pizza!
I saw this freak first! No way! This one's my scan!
You gotta get to Dranica's threshold and get here fast. Everything's like totally old.
Check out this...
Now everybody's gonna have the same ancient scans we do.
Maybe so, but we don't have to worry about the secret getting out anymore.
At least it can't get any worse. What a dump!
This place makes the Stone Age look like Tomorrowland. In your drone battles. Christella and Clay and everybody else here must have gotten suspicious and figured out Dranica's threshold is a time portal.
Stella and Clay aren't that smart, Sarah. And maybe one of us isn't very good at keeping secrets.
Whoa, bro. Don't blame me. If anybody's a blabber, it's gotta be Sarah.
You're the one who doesn't have a volume control in your mouth, Peyton. You can never keep anything to yourself.
I'm sick of taking all the blame for something I didn't even do. It's not my fault.
Well, for your information, you got a mouth that's permanently stuck on the on position, Miss Blabberlips.
The biggest mistake I ever made was letting you guys come to Dranica's threshold in the first place.
Hey, look! Who are they?
Warriors, to arms!
We better board.
Wait, there's Nazarin! An ancient mutant! I didn't expect to scan one in action!
Dirge of the crease! Rob these raiders of their courage!
turn those barbarians into a bunch of blubbering babies.
I should have told Kiru to banish you the moment you arrived!
We didn't know any other players would...
Leave here at once and never return!
But we...
Go!
Let's go, Tom, while we still can.
Hey! 2 Magmon mochas! Make it snappy! This time traveling to the past is a waste of time. If the exploding volcanoes don't do us in, the ravenous reptiles and stampeding giants will!
And now every chaotic copycat who knows the secret is going to past Param.
If we could just keep all the others away. If we were the only players to scan ancient Param, we'd have so many ultra-rare, ultra-weird scans, we'd be unbeatable.
Tell me about it, Clay. I only wish there was some way to get those ancient scans all to ourselves.
Cristela, we're taking a trip to a very cool place in Marillion territory. Perfect.
You mean perfect? I still don't understand why we have to come to this.
The bloke with the wings is Mockadin.
And the big one's Valmakin, the Marillion interrogator.
These Marillions put up a nice battle, eh? But this isn't what I brought you here to see. Come on.
Faster! Rioa needs more power for her transmuting bath!
It's Lord Von Blute!
How hath the mighty Von Blute fallen?
I'm going as fast as I can, Harlan!
Go faster, or I'll send you back to the underworld! I'm sure Kaor would love to see you again. Load all that burnstone into the furnace while I'm gone. I'm coming back with an even bigger pile!
Nice to see you've moved down in the world, Von Blute.
How dare you mock me!
Destroy us if you want, but you won't rule Param if you do.
Don't play with me, Clay. I have nothing left to lose. If I don't like what you have to say, neither of you will be leaving.
That's the old Von Blute we all know and loathe. Now, before I tell you our plan, let's review how you got into your current predicament, shall we? After the Marillion invasion failed, you found yourself on the losing team. You beat a hasty retreat from Underworld City when the Trimates you betrayed came looking for you.
I was brainwashed by the Marillions!
Perhaps, but Kaor and most of your fellow Underworlders believe you were a very willing victim. And you soon discovered not even Gothos Tower was safe.
Magma Mine!
But you thought you'd be welcome here behind the doors of the Deep Mines. Unfortunately, you're of no real value to them now. You'll be the bottom feeder in this filthy pit for the rest of your life. Unless you follow my plan.
I'm listening.
Cristela and I have discovered a portal into Param's ancient past. We've already traveled through it back in time. Not surprisingly, your ancient ancestors are crude, beastly yahoos. A clever fellow like you wouldn't have much trouble taking over a world like that, especially if he brought along an army of fellow misfits and malcontents, equipped with modern battle gear and music, of course.
We could show you where the portal is and how to activate it, for a price.
Once you take control, Cristela and I are the only humans allowed in Ancient Perum. Your enforcers will prohibit all other chaotic players.
And we want personal bodyguards to take us around and help us scan whatever we want.
Not a very steep price to be the ruler of an entire world, is it?
The time traveler has returned. How go your adventures in the Perum of my youth?
I'm starting to wish I never went through Dranicus Threshold. Lots of other chaotic players have figured out the secret and they're traveling through the threshold now too. But I guess you already know that.
I also recall some unpleasant words of mine.
You were mad about so many chaotic players showing up in Kiru City.
Yes, a bit. But that was not the real cause of my temper that day. You see, something terrible had just occurred. It had to do with the threshold and my young apprentice, Halfjack. Shortly before you crossed Dranicus Threshold and arrived in Perum's past, I had been seeking further answers about the mysteries of music in the Maelstrom lands, accompanied by Halfjack. To uncover the secrets I sought, I had to journey toward the 6 eyes of the Maelstrom.
I must go on alone now! But you may need my help! You are not yet prepared for the tests that lie ahead! You must learn patience, Halfjack.
Upon my return from the Maelstrom lands, I continued my attempts to create a new music. As always, Halfjack was full of enthusiasm and ideas.
Master, I brought more wood. If we stoke the fire, it will create more heat to aid the transformation.
Yes, but too much heat may stop the process entirely. Patience, Halfjack.
Nadgerin! One of those strange beings is here again!
Halfjack, bring the visitor to me at once.
That is when I met you for the first time. And when you first mentioned Dranicus Threshold. When you told me the secret of the threshold and showed me its location, Halfjack must have been listening. Knowing his curious nature, I suppose what happened next was inevitable. Halfjack waited until I was called away on a mission for Kiru, then started out for the threshold. It was not until I returned from my journey that I learned of Halfjack's plan.
Master Nadgerin, I am going to Dranicus Threshold. Forgive me for leaving you, but I must do this. You have always shared with me the knowledge of your great discoveries. I hope with all my heart that this is my chance to repay you in kind. And no matter what happens, I know we shall meet again.
By studying clues he had found at the threshold and using the knowledge of music he had gleaned from his time as my apprentice, Halfjack eventually uncovered the secret to unlocking the time portal.
Halfjack! Nadgerin!
Half-Jack planned to return through the threshold to share his knowledge of whatever lay on the other side with me and the whole Overworld tribe. But he never returned.
That's why you were so angry that day. You blame me for what happened to your apprentice. If I hadn't traveled through the threshold...
I did hold you responsible at the time, my friend. But later, I came to realize that it was I who was ultimately to blame. If I had only been more understanding of Half-Jack's enthusiasm, allowing him to participate in my work more, perhaps he would not have felt the need to prove himself as he did. I once held hopes that Half-Jack might have traveled to the future, and that I would once again meet him in my lifetime. But I have come to believe that he was transported to a far more distant future, or, as you and your friends were, to a more distant past.
I'm sorry, Nadgerin. Half-Jack must have been a great apprentice, and a great friend.
Henryhep!
Nadgerin, I bring troubling news. Von Blut is heading toward the Overworld. He's leading a rebel army through Ojar Tunnel.
Ojar Tunnel leads to Ravenor Ridge.
Ravenor Ridge leads to...
Granicus Threshold. But Von Blut has been living with the Marillions. How could he have learned the Threshold is a time portal?
Cristela and Clay! They know about the Threshold, and they've made dirty deals with Von Blut before! They must have told him the secret. Did you ever see or hear of Von Blut in Ancient Param? Then that means he won't go through Dranicus Threshold, doesn't it?
I can't be certain. It's possible Von Blut could travel back through the Threshold and alter the course of time itself, with disastrous consequences for Param's past, its present, and its future as well.
Atrobo! We must reach Dranicus Threshold by tomorrow!
Yes, my lord! Faster!
There it is! Dranicus Threshold! My destiny is near! Onward!
Looks like our friend is all ready for his blast to the past.
Ancient Param's no match for him. He'll rule those fools in no time.
Don't count on it!
It's the Balsam Foursome.
Sorry, losers. You're not invited to this party.
Well, we're crashing it, Cristela, and we brought a whole bunch of friends!
Assault attacks!
Why are your flame blades?
Nadgerin doesn't have enough overworld fighters to stop Von Blut's army.
The Underworlder wins! And so do we.
That was Gundak, a Davian!
And Pidan, an Underworlder!
Check out the War Beast! That's Ninrin! And the Conjurer on his back's Hubek!
Looks like Von Blut's gonna get the boot!
Hold your ground! We can still win! Combine all your attacks into a Magmamite barrage!
Fortuitous wins!
Don't even think about it, Tom. Von Bloot would destroy you in a second.
The last one!
Von Bloot! Forgive me, Afjack. Location Lament!
You stop Von Bloot!
Now that Dranicus Threshold's destroyed, Nadrin will never find out what happened to Afjack.
And we can't do any more time traveling.
Yeah, that was cool while it lasted.
Guys, you won't believe this! There's this humongous floating fort flying over Param! We gotta point there and see it! You'll see, just hurry!
Let's move!
We gotta catch that kid and find out where they're porting to!
Tom, hurry up!
Forgive me for leaving you, but I must do this. You have always shared with me the knowledge of your great discoveries. I hope with all my heart that this is my chance to repay you in kind. And no matter what happens, I know we shall meet again.
Your loving son, Afjack.